average. I'm sick of being mortal, I'm about to be a savage. I see a lot of things that I want, I will have them. I got a new mindset that I just established. I'll march through the cold with the nails on the pavement. I'll shovel that coal just to get out the basement. My story will be told, helping others make changes. I'll be so bold, they will watch in amazement. I'm gonna chase it, I'm gonna start over. Keep waiting, time is limited, quickly fading. Get my mind right, it's my time to take it. Am I gonna face it? Am I gonna chase it? Am I gonna start over? I keep waiting, time is limited, quickly fading. Get my mind right, it's my time to take it. Foot up on the pedal, pushing hard to the metal. Make a deal with the devil. Channel rage through my vessel into something that is special. Energy of a rebel going up.
My name is Shuhan.
And I'm Nick.
And this is a GT350R. So underneath the bonnet of the 350R, we have a 5.2 engine, Voodoo engine. It's a Gen 2 from 2019 to 2020. It's a Gen 2. The older years has a Gen 1 engine. Why they fixed that, or why there's a Gen 2 engine, is because oil consumptions on the Gen 1 engines, okay? It makes 526 horsepower with 429 foot-pounds of torque. It revs up to 8250 RPM. It's the first American muscle car that has a flat plane crank V8 engine. And it sounds beautifully, as we will demonstrate later on in this video. What's awesome about this engine is it has useful vents, not fake vents, super useful, it actually works.
One of the main differences on the GT350R is that it has carbon fiber wheels. Carbon fiber wheels meaning that this is actually 18 pounds in comparison to 23. So that is a 5-pound difference on each corner. Other main differences of this GT350R is that this is the Gen 2 version of it. So with the Gen 2, it has carbon fiber versus the brushed aluminum, as well as the KR badge. It also has no rear seats. This also comes with the media package. With your media package, this also comes with the B&O sound system. In this case, it's actually shown up here on the dash. Next, the other differences we have here is that this has a suede steering wheel with a 12 o'clock red stitch up on top. The red stitching that you see in the seats, as well as the door cards.
Oh hey, so the 350R also has a carbon fiber wing that keeps the car down, obviously, when you're on track. Very effective. The regular 350 does not have this option at all. This beautiful duck lip, duck tail spoiler is what's only on the R option. Again, it's carbon fiber, you can see the weave in it, and when you're driving in the rain, you see those little tricklets coming off the spoiler, like on an airplane. Pretty cool.
Can we go for a drive now?
Of course we can. On this beautiful Texas road? Of course, Shelby would love that.
Let's go, come on. Woo! Get in the car.
So we're out here on this beautiful Texas country road. Beautiful weather today, right, Nick?
Oh yeah, it's absolutely clear.
So this is my 2019 GT350R, and I enjoyed it ever since I got it the first day. Why? Because it handles. This is the best handling car I ever owned. Probably. Yeah, I ever owned. I had a Focus RS, I had C63s. This is very light. You can definitely feel the handling on the steering wheel to be very accurate, very sharp, you know, when we're moving with these 305s in the front.
315s in the rear?
315s in the rear. But I think I did upgrade to 315s in the front.
So now it's square setup?
It's a square setup, but before it was definitely a 305s and 315s in the rear. What I love about it is that sound, that V8 grumble, flat plane crank, revving up to 8250 RPM. It's just, I love high revving cars, you know, and I think Nick also loves high revving cars, just like Porsches and stuff like that, 9,000 RPMs, and you can't get better than a manual. I mean, you know, driving like this, shifting, having fun, like we're going good amount of speed, so we're having fun out here, and it's just, it corners like a champ, you know?
Absolutely. That felt really nice too.
That felt really nice. No body roll, nothing like that. I would love to take this on a track one day with Nick. That way we can experience the track moment. It's just absolutely amazing. You know, it's bonkers that Ford made this flat V8 Voodoo engine revving out like that. It sounds amazing.
It's really phenomenal. It's really nice that they built the 5.2 liter the Voodoo motor essentially, and just it's flat plane obviously, and it hits all the right notes, especially because it's such a high revving engine. You get to hear how throaty the V8 is. You can hear how nice and linear the power band is as well. It's just hearing that is so satisfying.
Puts a smile
and you hear,
on your face.
Yeah, and you can, and just like from there, just going from that stop, full stop. It took off nicely, and obviously the only thing that's probably done to it is a K&N Drop-in Filter. Honestly, like it's not bad. It's a nice squared up setup. I mean, it's on Cup 2s. I mean, you have big brakes.
6 pistons up front, 4 pistons in the back.
Right. It's nice. It's just what you would want to have. Like if you wanted to daily drive it, you can. It's dailyable. I mean, obviously, you're not going to be able to put people back here,
no,
but
definitely not.
With you and me in the car, it's planted. It's comfortable. It gives you the right drive. Like to me, it checks the box. Like it gives you that nice. What is it? It would be your. I guess it would be like inputs. Like it's giving you the right tells, if that's the right way to say it. It gives you the right sense of, okay, hey, you know, you can feel that, oh, it's gonna step out here, but it's so manageable that it's rotating around a corner. It's not like, oh, this is bad. Like it feels really manageable. It gives you the right tells of what's going on with the car, so that way you're able to make the right corrections. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but a lot of people who get into Mustangs, they push it a little too hard, more than what they think they're capable of, and I think that's why a lot of people crash in those cars. I mean, this is a lot different than jumping into a 5.0. Last time I've driven a Mustang of close to this year was a 2018 5.0.
No, you drove mine.
Was it
2022?
Oh yeah, that was
2022 5.0, and two different things. It handles very differently. A 5.0
versus this.
Yeah. It's completely different. The 5.0, whenever you turn, you can feel the rear slipping out, and it, you know, you can feel it. It rolls. The 5.0 rolls really hard. This planted, like you don't feel no roll, and you can feel whenever it's slipping or whatnot. You know, when you're slipping out. So again, I think what Nick was saying is correct. Is absolutely right about driving a 5.0 and driving a Shelby GT350 and even a 350R, which the R also has more camber than a 350.
350, yep, exactly. The factory one. And what's nice about this too is that, of course, it has Magna-Ride suspension, like the Focus RS, but this is tuned a lot better, for sure. Like you can feel it. It's a lot better. It doesn't overcompensate, and it doesn't undercompensate, if that makes sense. Going over the crest, oh wow.
Also, the 350R has the resonators inside in the mids. It's deleted, while the 350 they kept the resonators on.
This one does not.
This one does not. That's why it's a little bit louder than the regular 350 Shelby 350 stock exhaust.
But it sounds so good, though.
It sounds so good.
It's especially on a cold start, man.
Yeah. perfect. It's not too obnoxiously loud, and it's not crazy, and it's not too quiet. Like, it's just right. Like, this is good. Like, I don't need to change an exhaust for it, you know.
No, I think this is just right. It's not obnoxious. It's not too crazy. This is like a really good, you know, if you want to take it to the track and then push it really hard and then take it home. This is one of those cars.
Yeah.
The GT, like if I were to compare this to any other car that I've driven, like the Porsche GT3 and the GT3RS, this feels like the GT3 practically. Like this is your GT3. And I would like to say that this would actually compete very well against the 3RS. The 3RS is very light, very nimble, very similar tails to this, where you point the nose in the right direction and it'll go into that corner just the way you'd like it, as long as you're managing it very well, especially with your energy states, braking zones, all of the like. It's a very manageable car for what it is.
Right.
And I think this on track, this would be another track weapon to take home, like without even using any trailer. Drive it to track, have fun with it, drive it home.
Yeah. Oh, what's another cool thing about the 350R is the next level will be a Shelby GT500, right? But guess what you don't have? This right here. The new GT500 has the DCT 7-speed, but with the little shift knob, and they don't come in a manual anymore.
It's like a little dial. If I honestly think about it, it literally looks like
from an escape dial.
it's like a volume knob.
Reverse, neutral and drive. Like there's nothing.
It's a decent sized like knob.
Yeah.
It looks like it's like about the same size as the actual. Like as I'm looking at it, it looks about the same size as the vents.
Yeah.
So it's like a big vent knob that you have in the middle. But hey, DCTs are fast. They're fast shifting for sure. If you don't want to really worry about, you know, shifting and whatnot, I mean that's probably your best bet there. It is. For naturally aspirated V8s, this ticks one of the boxes.
Exactly.
This ticks the box. Like, I mean, if we're gonna stay within the American market, this V8 sounds amazing.
Yes.
I mean, not to overshadow the new Z06 that came out on the C8, which I mean, it sounds like the 458 Italia.
It does.
When I drove
this one does not.
Yeah. The 458 Italia sounds like
similar
the Z06, you know, both, and vice versa. You can compare them both.
But this
is different.
It's like an American flat plane crank
V8, right?
Yeah. And which is unique, and you know.
I don't think that Ford's gonna make another flat plane like this. Nothing of where it's gonna be like this. Oh look, Raptor.
Yeah.
That's cool.
If you think about it, the new Mustang, the 650 that came out, this is the 550 model,
right?
The year. The 650 came out, and their competition is supposed to be the dark horse against this. No, I'm taking this.
I'm gonna take that.
The dark horse is around $65,000 too. No, this you get yourself a GT350R over a dark horse, or even a 350 over a dark horse, because you can't there's no comparison. I don't know what's
there is some stylistic aspects of the dark horse which are nice and cool, and of course it has the dual throttle body versus of course this is a single. But again, you know, different advances in technology from 2019 to present year, which is, you know, the 2023, 2024 model years of the Mustang. But I really like the 350R. I think you know what? Yeah, I'd honestly say I'd take this, just because you'd have a lot more fun. You have the noise, and this is, by the way, this is not a modified exhaust. This is a factory exhaust system that is on the car currently, which I think they did a really good job. Like, to me, I'd leave it alone. Like, I wouldn't need to change it to be any louder or any quieter than this. I think this is just right. I mean, obviously we're in the sport exhaust mode right now, but it's just right, I think.
Yeah.
Just listening to everything, you know,
those burbles and those pops, that's stock too.
Yeah.
You know? And it puts a smile on my face when you drive something fun. You know, life is too short to drive boring cars, guys.
Yeah, I
drive
agree.
something that you love to drive, you know, and it puts a smile on your face.
That's what I think about it too. If you're not enjoying it, I mean, try to enjoy it as much as you can, because this is definitely a fun car to have, to do what you would like to do, which obviously if you want to drive sporty, like perfect example, like on this road, like it's curvy, it's switching back and forth, and nice sweeping turns and whatnot. Yeah, it's a little bumpy here and there, but hey, it's a road. And then if you take it to a track, I guarantee you it's gonna be so much fun, so much fun. And to be honest, I think it'd be a forgiving car as long as you are, you know, not too aggressive with your inputs. I believe that this would be a really this would be a really nice car to do this. That was a really nice turn. That was a really nice turn.
You know, I don't know this road too much, so I didn't want to push it, but that's easy. And
Yes.
now whenever Nick takes it back, he'll know what it looks like, and he'll know how to push this a little bit harder than I can, because, you know, these roads are fun.
This reminds me so much of my first experience in the GT3. Mind you that was a 991.1, but man, I can kind of compare it here and there, like little parts of it, like sweeping around that turn. I can feel it pushing itself around on that sweeping corner, like
and that was nothing. Like
right.
We weren't pushing to the max, no nothing, but that was just that sat really well planted. Like no, I didn't feel like oversteer, I didn't feel understeer, it was just planted.
It actually rotated really nicely around that sweeper. And that was an uphill sweeping turn, and it felt really, really nice.
Yeah.
Shall we do the old switcheroo?
Yep.
Let's do it. Oh, I gotta be careful of that strap too.
And we're off with
Back a little.
Nick on the wheel of 350R.
350R, yeah.
So before I bought this, I was like talking to Nick about it, and he would always say, you know, the 350R is a great car, and so whenever I went to go test drive it, I brought it home, and the next thing you know, we were all having fun, and you know, seeing what the difference is, and taking it out, and you know, letting him drive, and I'm driving it, and to be honest, it is a phenomenal car, and very aggressive. Great looking car too. I mean, if you go to car shows, if you go to Cars and Coffee, especially in Texas, we love our muscle cars, right? We love the Shelbys, we love, you know, 5.0s. You know, people love the muscle cars, Challengers, Camaros, Z01s, and this gets a lot of attention. This car, like I said, I own a C63, Focus RS, Audi RS3. This car gets the most attention out of any of those that I have ever driven, I have ever owned. E92 M3 as well. I mean, but this gets the cake here in Texas. This is people love this car. People respect Shelbys and everything like that. That's nothing. Nothing. Like I would love to take this Dakota.
This would be
have both of us have seats.
Yeah, this would be a perfect fun haver car.
Yeah,
like it's
like that rotated like nothing. I feel good in these seats. These seats are actually very well like made. Like these Recaros, they hold you in place. I don't feel like I am sliding everywhere. They put me in place. the Focus RS seats are very well made too. Ford knows how to make their racing seats, their bucket seats or their racing seats very well. I've done the Ford Performance Racing School in Utah in the Focus RS, and those recaro seats hold you perfectly just well. And these, no complaints as well.
I didn't feel as if I moved that much.
Nothing.
And what's nice about these seats as well is that, as you can see behind my head, is that there was actually holes for you to actually mount harnesses through.
Yeah.
You can put harnesses through this thing, which is nice. I mean, that space back here, I do believe that there is I think it's either aftermarket or it is a factory option that you can actually put a cage back there.
Yeah, you can. You can put up a cage back there as well. If you're more into taking this to the track, pull on cage right there, throw those harnesses, and you'll be good to go. Like, you're good to go. Nothing else needs to be done, just maintenance. If you want this to be a track toy car, this is it, you know. Another comparable vehicle would be the Camaro ZL1 1LE. And that was a car that I was kind of looking at before purchasing this. But then when I did my research, the R is definitely a lot more rare than the ZL1 1LE. It's not a lot of power, because the other one is a 6.2 liter supercharged with 650 horsepower, 650 foot-pounds of torque. But I drove both, and I fell in love with this one. That's why we have this one, you know?
It's kind of hard to, like, pick and choose, but I think this just takes the cake.
Yeah.
I'm a little biased. I have like two Fords. I got the F-150 and I have the RS, and
Yeah.
I mean, this is just overall it ticks all the boxes for me. Like, if this is like your fun haver track car, then I think this is it right here. Like, for circuit driving and road course driving, like we just did. It just for that purpose alone, this car just takes it to me. You can have the supercharger on the 1LE, you can have the supercharger on the GT500, or you could have the C7 ZR1, which has a supercharger as well. Handles really well, has a lot of power. So it's one of those you have to be careful and methodical with how you want to input your throttle and whatnot. So stuff like me going all the way to the floor, going uphill into that left-hand sweeper. That was like, I'm confident I can roll into the throttle. That'd be totally fine. Having more power could mean, more step out. And if you have more step out, then of course you're going to rotate over. And if you overcompensate, obviously you're going off. So that's something else to consider. And that's why I think this is just right. Like, it gives you the nice little, oh, this is fun, this is great.
Yeah.
And then it's not trying to kill you.
Yeah.
This is nice and manageable as long as you're being nice and manageable in your inputs as well. Because if you're a little too aggressive, then obviously you're gonna do this and you're gonna go and go off, and then you're the next meme, So
the power band, the band on this is very smooth. So it's not like a turbocharged car or a supercharged car with instant torque or anything like that. Very smooth, manageable torque figure and power figure. Very smooth because it's naturally aspirated.
This is like a really nice, fun car. Because I mean, look, that's just so satisfying. Like, if you can get the shifts just right, it is extremely
downshift.
satisfying.
Yep. There's no auto rev on auto rev on the function of the R or the 350. They didn't put it in here, but on 5.0 they did. It can be convenient whenever you're just daily driving, but if you want just do you, just you in the car, this is it for you. So
look, even if you were to drive it nicely as I am now, it's like, it's not so loud.
Yeah, no.
Like, it's great. Like, this is just right. Like, I don't have to be so yelling, because it's not like I'm running a Corsa exhaust. I'm not running.
Right.
I mean, I'm sure running an aftermarket exhaust system would be just fine and whatnot. Like, it'd be tame enough to where you can talk to each other, like what we're doing now. Like, we can talk to each other and it's
just fine. Yeah.
I mean,
actually, in sixth gear, even with the sports exhaust on, the valves close. So that's an interesting part. And if you don't like that, there's also a device where you can get from AWE, $400. You can have that valves open at all times or close at all times. But that's something that you can consider, but without changing exhaust. Super easy mod, just plug and play through AWE as well. And Nick knows how to drive stick really well. That's why I trust him with all my cars, and he does really good downshifts with heel toe and everything like that, which hopefully that GoPro will capture on both of us. We down heel toe differently. I didn't really heel toe too much because I didn't really need to, but it's definitely really satisfying when you can get heel toe right, and then also that downshift just right without clunking and be like you know.
Right.
And Nick over here, he's quick with them shifts. He's a lot faster than I am, which, you know, I think I'm pretty quick, but he's quick.
I try to be as smooth as possible too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I am really satisfied with this car. Like it's a lot of fun. Yeah. So, but like Shu was saying, the way that I heel toe shift and the way that he heel toe shifts is a little different. You see how I'm actually just, if I'm going back and forth between the brake and gas, you'll see that I will brake and then I'll roll over and touch the gas ever so slightly on the edge of my foot. So again, going over, and I need to say I need to brake and heel toe, I'm gonna touch the brake and roll over. Oh, there goes the pops.
Those pops, yeah.
But you see how easy it is for me. I mean, I'm slightly like touching the edge with my foot, but it's to me. What I have to do is I have to make sure that it's like halfway. You know, half of my foot is on the brake pedal, and then my other side is rolling over and touching the gas.
Transmission on the 350R is a Tremec as well, so one of the highest transmissions you can get out there. Most people usually like to get the Tremec.
Yeah, the Tremec is perfect, or not necessarily perfect, but
it's
nice,
one of the best. Yeah, one of the solid transmissions. Driving a manual compared to driving a DCT, like it's different. Yeah, it's just, you know, you in the car and you get to enjoy it. You know, if you're waiting in traffic, yeah, it sucks. But playing but this is why you want a full-on manual car. Naturally aspirated, sounds good. Yeah.
This is the reason why. This is such a beautiful car, and if you ever have the opportunity to drive a GT350R for any reason, do it. I mean, yeah, it's an experience in itself, and I think the car speaks for itself. Mm-hmm. Honestly, it really does. All right, that's gonna end this video. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. I hope you guys like it and subscribe, and also comment if you guys want to see more videos just like this.
And if you're around San Antonio, Central Texas, and you want us to review your cars, we would love to do that for you as well. I mean, you know, just to do it. We're car enthusiasts and, you know, petrol heads, so we love reviewing cars and trying out new things. And yeah, we'll come to you or something like that. Yeah. So give us a follow and shoot us a DM if you would like.
So see you guys later. Bye.